4 tips on how to manage stress for students. Stress is a part of life. Even if you're lucky enough to have a perfect GPA and get all A's, there are still things that will stress you out. Perhaps it's an upcoming assignment or project deadline. Maybe you're worried about schoolwork, family issues, or finances. Regardless of what's causing the stress, there are ways to manage it so that it doesn't negatively impact your academic performance or health. In this video, we'll explore some tips on how to manage your stress levels while in college. Tip number 1. We all have stress. Whether you are a student or not, we all have stress. And frankly, that's okay. Stress is a normal part of life and can come from both positive and negative sources. However, it's important to recognize the signs of stress so that you can manage it accordingly. Stress comes from both internal and external factors. Some examples of internal factors include your thoughts about yourself, your beliefs about what is possible for you in life, and how you think others view you. External factors could be any number of things, including changes in your environment or people close to you suddenly becoming unavailable or gone altogether. It's important to remember that the sources of our stress may change over time as we evolve, emotionally as well as physically. For instance, when our bodies were younger, they would react violently towards certain foods because those foods were foreign substances entering our bodies. Now, however, due to evolution, these same foods do not cause such violent reactions anymore because now it recognizes them as safe foods worthy enough for consumption. Tip number 2. Taking time to relax is important. Did you know that taking time to relax is one of the best ways to manage stress? It's true. The relaxation response will help you stay calm, and being calm can help you think more clearly. So, if you're feeling stressed out, take a deep breath and find some time for yourself. Here are 4 tips for making that happen. Take a relaxing shower or bath. This one is easy. Just turn on the water, run your fingers through your hair, and close your eyes while standing under the shower head. Or sit back in the tub with some Epsom salts and lavender oil if baths are more your style. You could even let the water fall over your shoulders as music plays in the background. Either way, it is important to unwind after a long day of classes or studying by focusing on something soothing, and there is nothing more soothing than warm water running down over your body as tension slowly melts away from muscles exhausting from studying all day long. Do yoga. Yoga involves stretching different parts of our bodies while also calming our minds through meditation techniques such as focusing on breathing deeply or repeating mantras. Tip number 3. Talk with your friends, family, and teachers. If you have a friend or family member who is good at helping you deal with stress, talk to them. If you don't know anyone like that but are looking for help, try talking to a counselor or someone who has experience with stress management. If these options aren't available where you live, ask your school counselor if they have connections with other organizations in town that can offer support services like this. Talk to a doctor if you are having trouble coping with the stress of school life. Some students find it easy enough on their own, and others don't. However, there is no shame in seeing a doctor about your feelings. After all, being able to cope well is important if we want everyone around us, including ourselves, do well. Tip number 4. Remember that stress is a part of life. Stress is a natural part of life. It can be positive, negative, or neutral, but it is nothing to fear. There are times when stress is helpful and productive in your life, such as when you feel stressed out while studying for finals and use that energy to study harder instead of giving up. There are also times when stress is unhealthy and can lead to serious health problems like chronic fatigue syndrome. Studies have shown that majority of college students experience high levels of stress during their first year in college because they aren't sure what to expect from the academic rigor or lifestyle changes that come with being on campus full-time for an extended period of time, including living away from home. But if you learn how best manage this stress so it doesn't impact your health or performance academically or socially, then you will be able to enjoy your first year at school. How you react to it matters. As we all know, stress is one of the many common side effects of being a student. And as you are undoubtedly aware, there are plenty of ways to react to it, some more effective than others. The key is finding a method that works for you and sticking with it. Here are some tips on how to handle stress. Don't ignore it. When your brain detects something unusual happening in the world around you, like a failure or a rejection, it automatically tries to make sense of what happened by processing information from your memories and making connections with other things in your life. This process can lead to anxiety or depression if there's too much going on at once and not enough time left over for self-care activities like exercise or meditation. The best thing? Avoiding this process altogether. If something stressful happens but doesn't require any immediate action from us, then let's just pretend nothing happened until we are ready for another bout with reality later down the road when we've had time to calm our minds back down again. In conclusion, it's important to remember that stress is a part of life. You can't avoid it, but you can learn how to manage it in a healthy way. The best thing that you can do is take care of yourself by taking time out for relaxing activities or talking with friends and family members about their own experiences with stress. By doing so, we hope that these tips will help make your life easier when dealing with stress today.